Did you know the secret to stronger erections after 60 may not come from a blue pill at all, but from four simple fruits you already have in your kitchen? Right now, millions of men your age are quietly losing the battle with circulation and intimacy. The truth is, after 40, your body sheds 1 to 2% of testosterone every single year. By the time you're 60, your arteries are stiffer, blood flow to your penis is down by nearly 30%, and your erections aren't just weaker, they feel like a shadow of your younger self. But here's the part no one tells you. Certain fruits backed by research from places like Harvard and the NIH can actually restore blood flow, improve penis health, and spark intimacy again. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 4 doctor-recommended fruits plus additional natural solutions to rebuild your circulation, your confidence, and your manhood. One fruit is so powerful, Harvard researchers found men who ate it cut their risk of erectile dysfunction by 14%. Wouldn't you want to know which one? I'm Dr. Amelia, and for more than 28 years, I've dedicated my life to men's health, especially to men over 60 who feel like their strength, their erections, even their sense of manhood are slipping away. I've sat across from thousands of men in my office, men who whispered their fears, men who broke down in tears because they thought their best years were behind them, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, you are not broken and you are not alone. I've seen what happens when erections after 60 become weaker, when the prostate starts to swell, when testosterone decline quietly chips away at your energy and confidence. It's not just about the body, it's about intimacy after 60. The closeness you want to feel with your partner, the dignity of knowing your penis health is strong, and the freedom of not being chained to bathroom trips at night. I'll never forget one patient, a 67-year-old man who came to me convinced his intimacy was gone forever. He had tried pills, but they only gave him side effects and a hollow sense of hope. Together, we worked on natural changes, foods, habits, science-backed steps that any man can take. Within weeks, his prostate problems eased, his energy returned, and for the first time in years, he walked into my office with a quiet smile. He didn't need to explain, I could see the confidence in his eyes. That's what drives me, showing you that nature gives us tools modern science is finally proving. So before we dive deeper, I want you to join the conversation. Comment below if you've noticed weaker erections after 60, or if prostate issues have touched your confidence or your intimacy. Your words may be the lifeline another man needs right now. And what I'm about to share may change the way you think about aging, health, and your manhood forever. You've probably noticed the change yourself. Erections that used to arrive without effort now take longer, feel weaker, or sometimes don't happen at all. It's one of the most common complaints I hear from men over 60, and yet most of them carry it like a secret shame. They tell themselves it's just age, that nothing can be done, and in that silence they begin to feel invisible. Less of a man, less connected to their partner, less alive in their own skin. But here's the truth. The decline you're experiencing isn't random. It's the result of specific biological shifts, and once you understand them, you can fight back. Every erection is, at its core, a story of blood flow. When you were younger, the arteries feeding your penis were open highways, letting blood surge in and stay trapped until you were finished. But by the time you reach your 60s, those arteries may have narrowed from plaque buildup. Harvard Men's Health Watch reports that the same fatty deposits that block your heart and raise your blood pressure also clog the vessels supplying your prostate and penis. Imagine trying to inflate a balloon through a straw that's half pinched. The balloon doesn't fill properly. That's what happens to your erections after 60 when plaque steals away your circulation. And blood flow isn't the only part of the equation. Testosterone, the hormone that fuels your sex drive, muscle strength, and confidence, slowly slips away as you age. The National Institutes of Health has shown that testosterone declines by 1 to 2% every single year after your 30. By 60, that's a steep drop. Low testosterone means less desire, less firmness, and a prostate that becomes more vulnerable to swelling. Without this hormone, even a clear artery can't deliver the same vitality. Have you noticed your energy dropping along with your erections? That's not coincidence. It's testosterone decline in action. But hormones and arteries don't explain the whole picture. There's another invisible thief: stress. Cortisol, the hormone your body releases when you're tense, directly interferes with nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your penile muscles to relax and let blood rush in. A study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine confirmed what so many men feel. When stress levels rise, erections weaken or disappear. It's like your nervous system is putting the brakes on intimacy, even when your mind wants to go forward. How many times have you felt ready in your head, but your body wouldn't follow? That's cortisol shutting the door. And then comes the cruelest cut: shame. You try to hide your struggles, pull away from your partner, avoid moments of closeness because you don't want to face failure. But that avoidance only deepens the cycle. Intimacy fades, confidence shrinks, and what began as a biological issue starts to feel like a personal flaw. Men tell me they feel invisible in their own marriage, like they've lost their manhood. I want you to hear me clearly. This is not your fault. This is biology, and biology can be changed. Think about it. Erections aren't magic. They're blood vessels, hormones, and nerves working in harmony. When blood flow is restored, when testosterone is supported, when stress is managed, your body remembers. Penis health doesn't vanish just because the calendar flips past 60. Your erections after 60 can return when the right conditions are rebuilt. The science is clear, and I've watched men in their 70s and even 80s regain the strength and intimacy they thought was gone forever. So if you've been blaming yourself, stop. If you've been hiding in shame, step into the light. The decline you feel is reversible, and the tools are not exotic drugs or risky surgeries. They are foods you can eat, daily habits you can practice, natural methods backed by research from Harvard, the NIH, and the Journal of Sexual Medicine. In just a moment, we'll look at those proven solutions, and you'll see exactly how to bring back circulation, calm your nervous system, and restore the man you still are. Today, I want to show you the science-backed foods and habits that men over 60 can use to restore their confidence, strength, and intimacy without pills. Let's begin with the 4 fruits I call the heroes of manhood. The first is the pomegranate. This fruit isn't just sweet, it's a powerhouse for circulation. Your erections depend on blood flow, and blood flow depends on nitric oxide. Pomegranate juice has been shown in NIH studies to increase nitric oxide levels, which means stronger, longer-lasting erections. Harvard researchers found that men who regularly consumed pomegranate juice experienced better circulation and improved erectile function. Think of it as a natural switch that turns the lights back on in your blood vessels. If you drink 1 glass of pure pomegranate juice every day, within weeks you may notice morning erections returning, your energy improving, and even your prostate feeling less inflamed. It's not magic, it's the chemistry of your body responding the way it was designed to. Have you ever wondered why ancient cultures called pomegranate the fruit of fertility? This is why. Your manhood doesn't need chemicals, it needs nature. Now let's move to blueberries. Small, simple, but incredibly powerful. Blueberries are loaded with flavonoids, plant compounds that directly improve the function of your blood vessels, especially the ones that supply your penis. In 2016, Harvard published a landmark study showing that men who ate blueberries and other flavonoid-rich foods regularly had a 14% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. 14% may not sound dramatic, but when you combine it with other habits, it stacks up to a life-changing improvement. And the best part, they're easy to use. A cup of fresh or frozen blueberries every day in your breakfast, in a smoothie, or even as a snack feeds your blood vessels what they need to stay flexible and open. Think about it, those little blueberries can literally breathe life back into your intimacy. How often do you give your body that gift? The third hero fruit is watermelon. You've probably never thought of watermelon as a men's health food, but research at Texas A&M revealed something remarkable. Watermelon is rich in an amino acid called citrulline, which acts like nature's Viagra. Citrulline relaxes the arteries, boosts nitric oxide, and increases blood flow directly to the penis. When blood vessels relax, your erections get stronger and firmer. Unlike a pill that forces an erection and fades away, watermelon supports your natural function. The best time to eat it? Fresh in the morning for overall circulation, or even an hour before intimacy for an extra boost. Imagine enjoying a cool slice of watermelon and knowing that it's working behind the scenes to restore your performance. At 60, 70, or even 80, your body still has the blueprint for strong erections. Watermelon simply helps unlock it. And then we come to avocado, the fruit that almost seems designed for men's health. Avocado is loaded with vitamin E, potassium, and healthy fats that balance your hormones. One of the biggest problems men over 60 face is declining testosterone. Without enough testosterone, your erections weaken, your prostate becomes more vulnerable, and your energy drops. Avocado helps on all fronts. NIH research shows that healthy fats improve heart health, and because what's good for your heart is always good for your penis, that means better erections. The potassium in avocado lowers blood pressure, preventing the silent restriction of blood flow that sabotages intimacy. And vitamin E reduces oxidative stress, the inflammation that swells the prostate and damages penile tissue. Just half an avocado a day in a salad or on toast can make a difference. Can you imagine starting your morning with that creamy richness, knowing it's fueling not only your body but also your manhood? Now those are the 4 hero fruits: pomegranate, blueberries, watermelon, and avocado. Together they create a foundation of circulation, testosterone balance, and prostate protection. But fruits alone won't carry you all the way. That's why I want to show you 8 more natural solutions that fit seamlessly into your daily life.
Each one is small on its own, but when combined, they form a system that can transform your erections after 60. The first supporting solution is dark leafy greens like spinach and kale. These vegetables are nature's nitric oxide boosters. When you eat them, your body produces more nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and allows blood to flow freely to your penis. Without nitric oxide, there is no erection, plain and simple. A study from the Journal of Urology found that diets high in leafy greens were linked to lower rates of erectile dysfunction and healthier prostate function. Adding spinach to your omelet, blending kale into a smoothie, or enjoying a salad at lunch may sound ordinary, but inside your body it's extraordinary. Each bite tells your blood vessels, stay open, stay flexible, keep delivering strength where it's needed most. Next, nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. Nuts are rich in arginine, an amino acid that also converts into nitric oxide. They're high in healthy fats and minerals that support circulation and testosterone. Clinical studies show that men who consumed a handful of nuts daily improved their erectile function and even reported greater sexual satisfaction. Think of nuts as fuel for your inner fire. Just a handful each day, raw, unsalted, can give your body what it needs to restore penis health naturally. Have you noticed how energy levels rise when you nourish yourself this way, instead of with empty processed snacks? And then we have olive oil, the golden key of the Mediterranean diet. Harvard research has repeatedly shown that men who follow a Mediterranean-style diet rich in olive oil have up to 40% better erectile health compared to those who don't. Olive oil reduces inflammation, protects your blood vessels, and supports testosterone production. A simple drizzle on your salad, or replacing butter with olive oil when cooking, can literally add years of vitality to your manhood. Men often ask me, "Doctor, is it really that simple?" And I say yes. Sometimes the simplest changes create the biggest results. Another supporting habit is walking, just 30 minutes a day. Harvard research found that men who walked regularly had a 41% lower risk of erectile dysfunction. Think about that. Almost half the risk eliminated by something as simple as daily movement. Walking boosts blood circulation, lowers stress, and balances hormones. You don't need to run marathons. A brisk walk in the park, even at your own pace, reminds your body that it was built to move, not to wither away in a chair. Do you see how even the smallest daily choices can rebuild your erections after 60? And we cannot ignore strength training. Lifting weights, even light ones, signals your body to produce more testosterone. Testosterone is the hormone of manhood. Without it, erections weaken, prostate problems worsen, and your energy disappears. But when testosterone rises, your body comes alive again. Clinical research shows that men who perform strength training just twice a week experience measurable increases in testosterone, better bone health, and improved sexual performance. You don't need a fancy gym. Push-ups at home, lifting resistance bands, or even carrying groceries with intention can stimulate that hormonal surge. Every rep is like telling your body, I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I still deserve intimacy. All of these solutions, fruits, vegetables, nuts, olive oil, walking, and strength training are part of a living system that heals your body from the inside out. When you stack them together, the results compound. Your blood vessels open, your testosterone rises, your prostate calms down, your erections return. This is not a theory, it's science, proven in journals from Harvard, NIH, and the Journal of Sexual Medicine. But we're not done yet, because as powerful as these solutions are, there are still more, and the next ones may surprise you. Sleep is one of the most overlooked natural solutions for erections after 60. You might think of sleep as simply rest, but it's actually your body's repair shop. Testosterone, the hormone that fuels your manhood, is primarily produced during deep sleep. When sleep is cut short, testosterone levels plummet, and the first thing to suffer is penis health.
That the key to reclaiming your energy, improving your circulation, and restoring the kind of intimacy
testosterone compared to men who sleep 7 to 8 hours. If you've noticed your erections weakening, your energy fading, or your mood sinking, poor sleep could be at the root. The solution isn't complicated. Create a nightly routine, avoid screens an hour before bed, keep your room cool and dark.
What if I told you that the key to reclaiming your energy, improving your circulation, and restoring the kind of intimacy?
Can you see how something as simple as deeper rest can revive the parts of you that you thought were gone? Hand in hand with sleep is stress. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that works against testosterone. Cortisol literally shrinks your erections by tightening blood vessels and inflaming the prostate.
What if I told you that the key to reclaiming your
Many men over
energy,
60
improving
carry
your
silent
circulation,
stress,
and
financial
restoring the
pressure,
kind of
family burdens,
intimacy?
health worries, and it silently erodes their manhood. Research published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine confirms that stress is one of the strongest predictors of erectile dysfunction. But here's the hope: stress is not a life sentence. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or
What
even
if I
5
told you
minutes
that
of
the key to
gratitude
reclaiming
journaling
your
can reduce
energy,
cortisol
improving your
levels and allow
circulation, and
testosterone
restoring
to
the
rise.
kind of
Even something
intimacy?
as simple as sitting quietly quietly with slow breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth can reset your nervous system. Imagine feeling calmer, clearer, and noticing that your erections begin to strengthen again. That's the power of controlling stress. Now, one of the worst enemies of your
What if I
prostate and
told you
penis
that the
health
key
is
to
alcohol
reclaiming
and
your
smoking.
energy, improving your
Alcohol, especially
circulation,
when
and
consumed
restoring the
regularly,
kind of
damages the lining
intimacy?
of your blood vessels and lowers testosterone. Smoking destroys circulation and directly impairs blood flow to the penis. Together, they're a recipe for weaker erections after 60 and faster prostate growth. Mayo Clinic studies show that men who quit smoking can reverse some
What
of
if
the
I told
damage
you
to their
that the
blood
key to
vessels within
reclaiming your
weeks.
energy,
And men who
improving your
reduce alcohol
circulation, and
consumption
restoring the
often see
kind of
measurable
intimacy?
improvements in sexual function. If you've ever told yourself it's too late for me to change, let me assure you it's not. Even cutting back slowly makes a difference. Each week you reduce alcohol, each cigarette you don't smoke is another step toward reclaiming your intimacy. Ask yourself
What if I
honestly,
told you that
what's
the
worth
key to
more, a
reclaiming your
habit that
energy,
numbs you,
improving your
or the ability to
circulation, and
feel strong,
restoring the
confident,
kind
and
of
connected with your
intimacy?
partner again? Hydration is another surprisingly powerful tool. Dehydration reduces blood volume, thickens your blood, and makes it harder for circulation to reach your penis. Have you noticed days when you feel sluggish, your erections weaker, your urination more difficult?
What if I told you
Often
that the
it's
key
not
to
just
reclaiming
age,
your
it's
energy,
water.
improving
Your
your
prostate and your
circulation, and
penis are both
restoring the
organs that
kind of
depend on healthy
intimacy?
circulation, and water is the base of circulation. The Mayo Clinic recommends men aim for at least 2 to 2.5 liters of water daily, adjusting for activity and climate. The key is consistency. Drink throughout the day, not all at once before bed. That way you
What if I
support your
told you that
prostate
the
without
key to
overloading it
reclaiming
at
your
night.
energy,
Picture
improving
your
your
body as an
circulation, and
engine.
restoring
Water
the
is the
kind
oil
of
that keeps
intimacy?
everything running smoothly. With proper hydration, erections after 60 can feel fuller, more reliable, and your prostate less irritated. Then we have zinc-rich foods, one of the most direct ways to support testosterone and prostate health. Zinc is a mineral your body cannot store in large amounts, yet it's essential for testosterone production and sperm health. Low zinc is strongly linked to erectile dysfunction and enlarged prostate. The Journal of Nutrition published findings that men with higher zinc intake had healthier testosterone levels and better sexual performance. Where can you get zinc? Pumpkin seeds, oysters, beef, and even cashews. A handful of pumpkin seeds as a snack or oysters as a meal once in a while can keep your manhood alive. If you've ever wondered why oysters have been called the food of love for centuries, this is why. They fuel the very hormone that defines masculinity. And don't forget sunlight, your body's natural source of vitamin D. Low vitamin D is linked to higher rates of erectile dysfunction and prostate problems. NIH research shows that men deficient in vitamin D often struggle with both low testosterone and poor circulation. Just 15 to 20 minutes of daily sunlight can restore levels, especially if you expose arms and legs. In winter months, consider a vitamin D supplement, but check with your doctor first. Think about it. Stepping outside into the morning sun isn't just about warmth, it's about charging your body with the energy it needs to keep your erection strong and your prostate calm. How often have you underestimated the power of something so simple, so free, and so life-giving? We've now covered sleep, stress, alcohol and smoking, hydration, zinc, and sunlight. These are not exotic treatments or expensive drugs. They are the timeless building blocks of health that your body has been waiting for. Each one restores a piece of the puzzle: testosterone production, circulation, prostate balance, and confidence. And here's the truth. Even if you're over 60, even if you feel like your best years are behind you, your body still remembers how to function at its peak. All it needs is for you to give it the right signals. But there's one more piece we haven't addressed yet. You've learned about fruits, vegetables, exercise, sleep, and minerals. Still, there's something else, something most men don't realize that can make or break your erections after 60. It's not a food, it's not a pill. It's a habit that either restores your manhood or silently steals it from you. Let's uncover that next. There's one habit that almost every man over 60 has developed, and it's silently fueling prostate growth while weakening your erections. That habit is late-night overeating combined with excess alcohol. You may not think much of it, a heavy dinner, a snack before bed, maybe a few drinks to relax. But inside your body, this habit is toxic to your manhood. When you eat late, your insulin spikes just as your body should be resting. Insulin crashes testosterone and alcohol magnifies the effect. The result? Lower testosterone, inflamed prostate, disrupted sleep, and poor circulation to your penis. Harvard research shows that men who consume heavy late-night meals and alcohol regularly have significantly higher rates of erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia, enlarged prostate. This is the one worst habit you must stop now. The solution is simple but powerful. Finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Limit alcohol to occasional and moderate use, and give your body the chance to heal overnight. Imagine waking up lighter, your stream stronger, your energy higher, and your erections beginning to return. That's what happens when you break this habit. You don't just prevent your prostate from growing, you reclaim your manhood. Now you might be thinking, how do all these pieces fit together? Let's take a step back.
We've looked at the 4 hero fruits: pomegranate, blueberries, watermelon, and avocado, each with proven science behind their ability to improve circulation, boost testosterone, and calm prostate inflammation. We added the supporting foods and habits: leafy greens, nuts, olive oil, walking, and strength training. Then we reinforced with sleep hygiene, stress reduction, limiting alcohol and smoking, hydration, zinc, and vitamin D. And finally, we uncovered the worst habit that must be broken. Each solution is powerful on its own, but when you combine them, you create synergy. Your blood vessels open wider, your testosterone rises higher, your prostate shrinks smaller, and your erections grow stronger. It's not a pill, it's not overnight, but it is lasting. Research from the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that men who adopt multiple healthy lifestyle changes at once see up to 70% improvement in sexual performance within just months. That's not a coincidence. That's your body remembering what it was designed to do. Even after 60, 70, or 80, your system can reset. The blueprint for strong erections after 60 is already inside you. These foods and habits simply unlock it. And here's where I want you to pause and reflect. Have you noticed your morning erections weakening over the years? Have you felt embarrassed by constant bathroom trips at night? Have you worried that intimacy may never be the same again? If so, you're not alone. Millions of men silently endure the same struggles, but they never hear the truth that erections after 60 can be rebuilt, penis health can be restored, and prostate growth can be slowed or even reversed. Every solution we've discussed today is backed by credible research from Harvard, NIH, Mayo Clinic, and the Journal of Urology. These are not myths, they are proven truths. But the real question is, will you act on them? Because knowledge without action is wasted. Picture yourself 30 days from now. You've replaced soda with water. You've added pomegranate juice to your mornings. You've started walking daily and lifting light weights. You've cut the late night snacks. Your sleep is deeper, your stress lower. And one morning you notice it, a stronger, fuller erection you haven't felt in years. That's not a dream. That's what happens when you give your body the right signals. Think of it this way. You have two choices. Keep doing what you're doing and watch your prostate grow, your testosterone fall, your erections weaken, or step into this system of natural solutions and experience what men before you thought was lost forever. Erections after 60 aren't just possible, they're within reach. Your penis health, your confidence, your intimacy, they can all come back when you commit to these daily choices. And I'll leave you with this thought. Even if you're watching this years from now, the truth will never change. The natural way to restore erections after 60, the way to shrink the prostate and reclaim testosterone, will always be food, lifestyle, and discipline. Never pills alone, never quick fixes, always the basics, done with consistency and belief. So let me ask you, if you had the chance to take back your manhood, to restore your confidence, to feel alive in intimacy again, would you take it? Or would you let another day go by telling yourself it's too late? Because it's not too late. Not for you. Not today. Not ever. By the end of the first week, something surprising begins to happen. You might wake up in the morning and feel that familiar stirring you thought was gone forever. It won't be overwhelming at first, but it's real. A subtle return of energy. A signal that your body is still capable of creating erections after 60 when you give it the right fuel and care. The National Institutes of Health has shown that blood vessels can begin to relax and widen within days of adopting better habits. That means more blood flow to your prostate and penis, which is the foundation of natural penis strength. Have you noticed those faint morning erections beginning to fade over the years? Picture the first time they return, a quiet but powerful reminder that your manhood isn't finished. By day 14, the changes start to feel undeniable. Erections become harder, more reliable, and your stamina increases. The science is clear. When testosterone levels rise naturally through strength training, better sleep, and targeted foods like pomegranate and cruciferous vegetables, the body responds quickly. Harvard researchers have documented that vascular improvement can be seen within 2 weeks of lifestyle change. This is when you may feel your energy lasting longer throughout the day, when the urgency to rush to the bathroom at night decreases, and when you realize intimacy is no longer out of reach. Imagine your partner noticing that difference, not just physically, but in your presence, your confidence, the way you hold yourself again. By 30 to 60 days, the transformation deepens. Erections after 60 are no longer just occasional surprises. They become consistent, dependable. Your prostate feels lighter, less swollen, and the constant pressure in your bladder eases. You're no longer pacing the hall at 3 in the morning, desperate to relieve yourself. Instead, you wake rested, energized, and able to share intimacy without fear, without excuses. Picture yourself walking into the bedroom without hesitation, not worrying if your body will fail you, but knowing it will rise to the moment. This is the stage where confidence returns in full, where natural penis strength matches the emotional strength you've always carried. The Mayo Clinic reports that men who follow structured diet and exercise routines can see profound improvements in sexual function and prostate blood flow within 60 days. That isn't wishful thinking. That's your biology responding the way it was designed to respond.
Think about what this means. 2 months from now, you could look back and realize the man who doubted himself, who thought age had taken everything, was never truly gone. He was waiting for you to give him the right conditions to return. Every step you take, whether it's a healthier meal, a longer walk, or a deeper night's
What
sleep,
if I told you that the key
toward
to
that
reclaiming
reality.
your energy,
erections
improving your
after 60
circulation,
don't
and
have to be a
restoring the
fading
kind of
memory.
intimacy?
They can be stronger, more reliable, and more satisfying than you thought possible. And the best part, this timeline isn't just theory. It's proven by science, reinforced by real men who chose to fight for their health instead of giving in to decline. Imagine where you'll be if you
What
stay
if I told you
consistent,
that the
because
key
what
to
begins as a
reclaiming your
spark in
energy,
week 1
improving your
can turn into a
circulation,
fire
and
by the
restoring
second
the
month,
kind of
a fire that
intimacy?
restores your manhood and changes how you see yourself every single day. Too many men fall into the same trap when they try to fix their erections after 60 or improve prostate health. The first mistake is relying only on pills. Viagra, Cialis, all those little blue solutions.
What if I told
they
you
may
that
give
the
you a
key to
temporary
reclaiming
lift,
your
but they do
energy,
nothing
improving
to
your
heal the reason your
circulation, and
penis is
restoring
struggling.
the
The
kind
blood
of
vessels that
intimacy?
feed your erections are still blocked, your testosterone is still low, your prostate is still inflamed. The Journal of Sexual Medicine has shown that depending only on medication can actually worsen long-term outcomes, because men delay treating the root causes. Pills mask the symptoms,
What if I
but the
told you
fire
that the
inside
key
your
to
body keeps
reclaiming your
burning.
energy,
The second
improving your
mistake is
circulation, and
inconsistency.
restoring the
Natural
kind of
methods don't work
intimacy?
like flipping a switch. They work like training a muscle. If you exercise once, you don't build strength. If you eat one serving of broccoli, your prostate doesn't shrink overnight. Harvard researchers have confirmed that lifestyle changes deliver results only when practiced daily for weeks, not as a
What if I
one-time
told you that the
experiment.
key to
Every time
reclaiming
you
your
quit too
energy,
soon,
improving
you
your
reset the
circulation,
progress your
and
body was
restoring the
beginning to
kind of
make.
intimacy?
Have you noticed how many times you started something, felt nothing in a week, and walked away? That pattern keeps you stuck. And the third mistake is ignoring stress, alcohol, or obesity. Cortisol from stress tightens blood vessels, alcohol inflames your prostate, excess belly fat
What
lowers
if I told you
testosterone.
that the key
You
to
could eat every
reclaiming your
superfood
energy,
and do every
improving your
exercise,
circulation,
but
and
if you don't
restoring the
address these
kind of
silent
intimacy?
destroyers, they cancel out your effort. The biggest mistake of all, though, is believing it's too late. Science proves it isn't. Even after 60, your penis health, your testosterone, and your erections can return when you build consistency and remove the hidden barriers. And when
What
you
if I
stop
told you
making
that
these
the key
mistakes,
to
the path
reclaiming your
forward
energy,
opens wider
improving
than
your
you think.
circulation,
Too
and
many men fall
restoring
into
the
the same
kind of
trap when they try to
intimacy?
fix their erections after 60 or take back control of their prostate health. The first mistake is leaning only on pills. Viagra, Cialis, those little blue boosters, they might give you a short-lived lift, but they don't touch the fire that's burning inside your body.
What
The
if I
blood
told
vessels
you
that
that the
feed
key
your
to
erections are
reclaiming
still
your
clogged,
energy,
your
improving your
testosterone is still
circulation, and
slipping, and your
restoring the
prostate is
kind of
still inflamed?
intimacy?
The Journal of Sexual Medicine has made it clear men who rely only on medication often see worse long-term outcomes because the root problem never gets treated. Pills cover the cracks, but the foundation is still breaking underneath. The second mistake is inconsistency. Natural
What if I
healing doesn't
told you
work
that
like
the
a
key
light
to
switch, it
reclaiming
works
your
like training a
energy,
muscle.
improving your
One workout
circulation,
doesn't
and
build
restoring
strength,
the
and
kind
one
of
serving of
intimacy?
broccoli doesn't shrink an enlarged prostate. Harvard researchers have confirmed what many men forget. Lifestyle changes only deliver results when practiced daily and consistently. Think back. How many times have you started something new, felt nothing after a week, and given up?
What
Every
if I
time you
told you
walk
that
away
the
too
key to
soon, you throw
reclaiming
away
your
the
energy,
progress your body
improving
was
your
quietly
circulation,
beginning to
and
build.
restoring the
That
kind of
stop-start cycle keeps
intimacy?
you stuck where you are. The third mistake is ignoring the quiet destroyers: stress, alcohol, and belly fat. Cortisol from stress strangles your blood vessels. Alcohol fuels prostate inflammation, and excess fat drags testosterone down. You could eat every superfood on the
What
list,
if I
but
told
if you
you that
don't
the key
address
to
these hidden
reclaiming your
saboteurs,
energy,
they'll
improving
cancel
your
out every ounce
circulation,
of
and
effort. And the
restoring the
biggest
kind of
mistake of all is
intimacy?
believing it's too late. It isn't. Science proves your erections after 60, your penis health, and your testosterone can all come back when you commit to consistency and clear away the barriers. The moment you stop making these mistakes, the path forward opens wider than you think,
What if
and
I
what
told
lies
you that the
ahead may
key to
surprise you.
reclaiming your energy, improving your circulation, and restoring the kind of intimacy?